Hi everyone. In this video, I am going to solve one more problem on simply supported beam with point load and UDL. సో నేను ఈ ప్రాబ్లంలో ఒక సింప్లీ సపోర్టెడ్ బీమ్ మీద UDL పాయింట్ లోడ్ యాక్ట్ అవుతున్నప్పుడు ఎలా సాల్వ్ చేయాలో ఇంకొక ప్రాబ్లం చేసి చూపిస్తున్నాను. సో here it is the figure given. Simply supported beam, two support reactions RA, RB, one UDL acting over the entire length 10 kilonewton per meter, two point loads 4 kilonewtons, 4 kilonewtons, and the length of the beam 2 plus 2 plus 2 totally 6 meters is given to us. Now we need to draw SFD and BMD for the given problem. Okay, so here first find the support reactions RA and RB. So first of all, convert the UDL into point load. So per meter 10 kilonewtons, totally 6 meters is there. So 10 into 6, totally 60 kilonewtons. It is acting in the middle. I represented that with the pencil. So 10 into 6, that equals to 60 kilonewtons. And it is acting in the middle of 6 meters, means this distance is equals to 3 meters, right? So now apply the equilibrium condition. Sigma Fy is equals to 0. So Ra upward force, Rb upward force, downward force -4, one more dynamo force -4 minus 60 equals to 0. So Ra plus Rb is equals to 68. Take it as equation number 1. Next, take the moments. So sigma m with respect to point A is equals to 0. Then Rb into 6, that is anti-clockwise moment, plus next 4 into 4, so that is clockwise moment, minus next 60 into 3, 60 into 3 clockwise moment, minus next 4 into 2, that is also minus, equals to 0. So if you solve that, you will get Rb value, and that Rb value you will get it as 34 kilonewtons. And if you substitute Rb in equation number 1, then you will get Ra value also 34 kilonewtons. Okay, so now find the shear forces. So shear force at B is equals to, so what is shear force at B? Close the left side of B, you will get shear force at B. So if I close the left side, only the force acting is of Rb, then write it as minus Rb, because upward force. So minus 34 kilonewtons. Next, calculate the shear force at C, that equals to, so close the left side of the C. What are the forces acting? So this UDL and point load. So now if you convert this UDL into point load, total 2 meters per meter 10. So that means only about this small portion acting in the middle is of 1 meter, and that is 10 into 2, 20 kilonewtons. Now what are the forces acting? Minus Rb plus 20 plus 4, right? So now write them. Minus Rb plus 20 plus 4. So this 20 is of regarding to UDL, this 4 is regarding to point load. So that equals to minus 34 plus 20 plus 4, that equals to minus 10 kilonewtons, right? Next, calculate the shear force at D. So shear force at D is equals to, what you will get? So close the left side of the D. What are the forces acting on the right side? So RB 4 kilonewtons, 4 kilonewtons, and a UDL for 4 meters. So now if you convert that UDL into point load, then 10 into 4, 40. It is acting in the middle of 4 meters, means at 2 meters itself it is acting, right? So same thing, that is 10 into 4, 40 kilonewtons, right? So now write that shear force at D equals to minus RB plus 20 plus 40 plus 4. So first write 4 and then write 40, and next plus 4. So up to this is common here, and next this one is due to UDL, and this one is due to point load at D, right? So that equals to, up to this is minus 10 plus 40 plus 4. So that equals to 34 kilonewtons. Okay, next. Sorry. So what is shear force at D? So shear force at D equals to, see here, this UDL is due to only this portion, so we will not consider this. Okay, so now what are the forces? RB 4, 40 and 4 kilonewtons. So now what are the forces are there? RB 4 kilonewtons, 4 kilonewtons, and if you convert this entire UDL, you will get this 40. Okay, now write them. So minus RB, next plus 4, and next plus 40, and next plus 4. So RB minus 34 plus 4 plus 40 plus 4. This is equals to, so you will get 48 minus 34, 14 kilonewtons. Next calculate shear force at A. So shear force at A means, close the right side of A, then you will get shear force at A. So what is the force acting? Only RA is acting, so that RA is positive. So shear force at A equals to RA, and that value is 34 kilonewtons. So now represent on the shear force diagram. So shear force at B is equals to minus 34 shear force at A. If you consider only UDL, then minus 34 plus 20, that is minus 14. And next, if you consider point load also, then you will get minus 10. So all of a sudden at point C, the point load is acting. That's why we need to represent like that. All of a sudden act అవుతుంది కాబట్టి మనం ఆ విధంగా సాల్వ్ చేయాలి. Next, shear force at D. So here this 40 is because of UDL, and this 4 is because of point load at D. So if you remove point load, you will get 10. If you add point load, you will get 14. So plus 10 plus 14. Next, shear force at A is 34 kilonewtons. Now represent that. So because of point load, that is RB, all of a sudden the shear force drops. And next, a UDL is acting in between B and C. So draw a inclined line for the UDL up to 14, and a sudden 4 kilonewtons of point load is acting. So all of a sudden the shear force rises. And next, a UDL is acting in between C and D. So draw a inclined line in between C and D up to 10, and next all of a sudden 4 kilonewtons is acting, so shear force rises, and next a UDL is acting in between D and A, so an inclined line is there, and next a shear force is acting, so all of a sudden the shear force rises. So this one is positive and this one is negative. So if you observe, this is point E, the shear force becomes 0 or changes its sign. So now find the distance of point E from another end, right? Let us say that is equals to x. So now I require that x value. So project the same point E onto the diagram. So now this is point E, right? So now what is the shear force at point E? So close the left side of point E. Now what are the forces acting? RB 4 kilonewtons and a UDL in between B and E. So what is that value? So 10 kilonewtons per meter, but how many meters is there? X meters. So 10 into X. So that 10 into X is acting at a distance of X by 2 meters, right? So now calculate the shear force at E and equate to 0. So that is minus RB plus 10x plus 4 is equals to 0. So that is shear force at E equals to minus RB plus 10x plus 4 is equals to 0. So minus RB means 34 plus 10x plus 4 equals to 0. Then what is the value of x? So that equals to 3 meters, right? So now calculate the bending moments. So bending moment at B is equals to, so close the right side of the, so left side of B. So then what is the force? RB, but RB is acting at B only. So RB into 0. You will get bending moment as 0. Next calculate bending moment at C. So bending moment at C equals to, close the left side of C. What are the forces acting? So here this small UDL is converted into 20 kilonewtons. Now this 10x is not there. ఇక్కడ 10x ఉండదు. ఈ కొంచెం UDL మనం 20 kilonewtons కింద ఆల్రెడీ కన్వర్ట్ చేసాం. సో RB into 2, 20 into 1, right? Next 4 kilonewtons moment is 0. So now write them. RB into 2, next 10 into 1, it is minus. So that equals to, 20 into 1. So that equals to RB is equals to 34 into 2 minus 20 into 1. So 68 minus 20, that equals to 48 kilonewton meter. Next calculate the bending moment at D is equals to, so what is bending moment at D? Close the left side of D, then on the right side what are the forces acting? So RB into 4, next 4 into 2, next if you convert this entire UDL, then what you will get? 40 into 2, right? So now solve that. That is RB into 4 minus 4 into 2 minus 40 into 2. So that equals to RB value 34. So 34 into 4 minus 4 into 2 minus 40 into 2. So then if you get as 48 kilonewton meter. Next, calculate the bending moment at A, that equals to, so close the right side of the A, then what you will get, only on left side of the A you will get only RA, but the distance is 0, so bending moment at A equals to 0, right? Next, calculate the bending moment at E, that is maximum bending moment where shear force becomes 0. So now what is the bending moment at E? So this is point E, close the left side of E, that is RB into X, RB into X. Next, 4 into X minus 2, 4 into this small portion X minus 2. Next, if you convert this UDL, you will get 10 into X, that is acting X by 2. So, and this one is also X by 2. So, 10X into X by 2, right? So, now take that one, you will get bending moment at E. So, that is RB into X. Next, minus 4 into X minus 2. Next, minus 10x into X by 2. So substitute X equals to 3 and RB as 34. Then we will get it as 53 kilonewton meter, right? So now represent all the values here. Bending moment at B, 0. Bending moment at C, plus 48. And next, bending moment at D, same, plus 48. Only. And next, bending moment at A, 0. But what is bending moment at E? So here project this point E. Then what is the bending moment at E? You got 53. So just upside, right? So here a inclined line is there. So draw a parabolic curve, right? Next, here a inclined line is there. So draw a parabolic curve. Next, here a inclined line is there. Draw a parabolic curve. Here a inclined line is there. Draw a parabolic curve. Okay. So now this one is the bending moment diagram and it is positive. Okay. So like this we need to solve the problems. So shear force diagram and bending moment diagrams. So if you understand this problem, please like the video and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.